it's a defect. There's a defect in the tau protein. The tau protein, because of various factors and negative enzymes, gets phosphorus. Just think of little peas, the molecule of phosphorus attached to it. When that gets attached to the railroad ties of the tau protein, they fall off, and then the rails become tangled. And you get, in real life, what we see on brain sections of people with Alzheimer's, these nice microtubules fold up and they get all tangled. They're called NFTs, neurofibrillary tangles. And they see that on the cross-section of brain tissue. You also see that same finding, and there's a lot of press about this, in CTE, chronic traumatic encephalopathy, repetitive head injuries. It became kind of front and center when Junior Seau, the middle linebacker for the Chargers, ended up committing suicide. When they did an autopsy section of his brain, he had these NFTs, neurofibrillary tangles, from that particular entity, repetitive head injury. So, back to my story. So, what they found out is there's another master protein, which is an enzyme that does a lot of things inside of neurons. One of the things it does is take these phosphorus groups, it's called dephosphorylation. It goes around and plucks these phosphorus groups off the tau protein to restore it back to normal, fix the train tracks. So you think of it like Pac-Man, comes along down the tracks and fixes everything back up. And EHT stimulates that protein. So what they found, and I want to be very careful here, I'll tell you what we can say about this product, but this is where it came from. And what they found is that, if you give EHT in an animal model, you can block that animal from going into full-blown Alzheimer's or Parkinson's disease. Parkinson's is a different protein, but the rescue protein is the same. And they even showed that in animals that they would turn on and they would get Parkinson's or Alzheimer's, and they gave EHT, they could restore function. Just incredible, impressive stuff. And so they took that information. Obviously that's amazing information. This information is all published information. This is accepted science in major peer-reviewed medical journals. We'll have a bibliography in our back office that you can hand to any highbrow medical type guy who's, I know I'm one, really quick to criticize, and you're like, bang, here you go. And so they got the science behind this, and we'll be able to hand that stuff out. And so that's what they did, and they were pretty jacked about it. And these guys came and talked to us. Dr. Stock, actually, he and his son formed a company called Signum Biosciences when they developed this. And their mission, like you can tell, they're on stage and they're passionate about this. They want to get effective therapeutics in the hands of the masses for a reasonable price. And they know, and they feel they can change the world with this product, and they obviously, I think they can too, and I'm pretty jacked up about it. And they were just absolutely passionate about that, and that's what they wanted to do. And if you think about it, it's like, it makes more sense. When you have a product that can help a lot of people, like our night cream, you want it to be a cosmetic. You don't want it to be a drug. A drug takes a doctor, a disease, and a prescription. That takes the amount of people who can use it down to this. This revolutionary breakthrough, you don't want that to only be able to give that to somebody who's got some advanced disease. Now they're working on human stuff and human trials, but it's a natural botanical that has these properties. Why wouldn't you want to get that out to the masses? And that's why they're doing what they're doing. And they actually initially released this on a small scale. They had a website, and Jeff Olson, our guy who's always out there checking this stuff out, caught wind of this compound and what they were doing, and went and talked to them. This is about a couple of years ago, and he said, "Hey, well, you guys got to stop. Like, this product is perfect for what we do. This would be great. It fit in our anti-aging theme, and we have the mechanism to get this around the world." And so he just said, "Don't go any further. We just need to date a little bit." That's what he said. We have to date. Signum Biosciences and Aaron have to date. So unbeknownst to us, behind the scenes for the last couple of years, these guys, the scientists, come to our meetings and sat in the back and kind of checking us all out, seeing what we do and how crazy we and stuff. And they've come to love Aaron International for part of what we do and what we sell, but really who we are. Michelle's going to get into that a little bit. So they announced our relationship. We have an exclusive relationship. This is, once again, when we say exclusive, this has got U.S. and worldwide patents around it, so nobody can Now that this compound's been isolated, it's only available to us, and we have this related. Princeton actually holds the patent with Sigma Biosciences, but we have the exclusive rights for distribution, and nobody else can get that. So it's amazing. So I don't want to get too science and geeky on you there, but right now we have a video which kind of